Hello there my friends, my name is Riskfish and today I'm bringing you a video on Warhammer 2 Total War. Since the start of Warhammer 2, CA has started to spread legendary lords around in the campaign to provide new enemies and environments to their respective races. However, there are still several legendary lords from Warhammer 1 who share a starting location. This is a short series of videos that will look at where the excess lords could be moved to give them their own starting provinces. And today we'll be looking at Azhag the Slaughterer. The situation with Azhag is that he shares his starting position with Grimgor Ironhide in Blackcrag of the Death Pass province, and while Grimgor has been established in the starting cinematic as the faction leader, giving him the greatest claim to the faction capital, in reality neither lord has a particularly lore-friendly connection to either Blackcrag or Death Pass, with Ironrock having a stronger connection to Gorbad Ironclaw, another 8th edition lord, and Blackcrag itself being associated with Gorfang Rotgut, although in his case he is currently being used as a starting enemy for the Greenskins. With so many war bosses claiming Death Pass, it makes sense to move Azhag to greener pastures, and as luck would have it there are some lore-friendly options available. There are 3 main provinces here that would be suitable for Azhag, with the first being Troll Country. This is suitable because it is the origin of both Azhag and his war, with a small town war boss initially fighting here against trolls, other greenskins and the forces of chaos. This all changed however when Azhag and his mob were forced into the cursed labyrinthine ruins of Todheim after a skirmish with the heavily armoured warriors of chaos. After fighting through the various demonic monstrosities that inhabited the ruins, he came face to face with a many-headed troll. After slaying the monster he discovered the crown of sorcery. Upon wearing it he was a changed orc, with the crown granting him knowledge while at the same time trying to manipulate and control him, although somewhat unsuccessfully. This province also adds some gameplay advantages to the Greenskins as it introduces them to new starting enemies. These include the Norskins, the Warriors of Chaos, the Skaven, the Empire and even Kislev if it becomes a race. Normally these would only be encountered late in the game, significantly changing things up for the Greenskins. The provinces around this normally also have snowy battle maps as well, which is also fairly new to the Greenskins. Additionally, because the Greenskins predominantly start on the east of the map, Troll Country's more western position and significance as a coastal region could lead to more likely confrontations with the Dark Elves and even High Elves. The area also has a lack of greenskins, so adding them here would provide more enemy variety to the area, and the addition of Azhag would create new challenges for Wulfric, and when he is finally released, Rot the Unclean of Hellpit. A quick note to make here is that the area known as Troll Country in the lore is actually significantly bigger than in the game, including a good portion of the province known as North Oblast. And since Todheim's location remains a mystery, moving Azhag here could also be a valid option, and lore friendly as well. The second province that would be suitable is Southern Oblast, which is the site of the battle that earned Azhag the title of the Slaughterer. The Battle of Butcher's Hill is one of Azhag's greatest battles in which he surrounded the army of men sent against him with a gobbling and snarling pincer movement, before annihilating the remaining defenders with a barrage of fell spells. The massacre earned Azhag the place among the most hated of men's foes, and opened the way for his army's journey south. It was also around this time that Azhag was joined by the night goblins of the Red Eye tribe, who gifted him his mount Skullmuncher. Being the province in which Azhag received both his title and mount, cement this province as a lore-friendly place for Azhag to start. Southern Oblast also has some advantages in the sense that while its opportunities to fight Norsca are more limited, it is in the unavoidable path of the Warriors of Chaos, creating a more survival-oriented element in its campaign. It also has more opportunities to fight the Empire and Kislev, being slap bang in the centre of their territory. This is also a battle map that the Greenskins do not always encounter early in the game, adding more variety to the battles. Additionally, with the continued expansion of the Darklands in Mortal Empires, Southern Oblast provides an access point to the northern portion of the Darklands, which could include the Kurgan as a pre-order for Warhammer 3, and when the Warhammer 3 version of Mortal Empires is launched, the Chaos Dwarves, Overkingdoms and even the Demons of Chaos as enemies. Note that while Karak Ungor and the Northern World's Edge Mountains may initially seem like an alternate option, Azhag never actually went there and the fortress is predominantly a goblin location. The location also has significantly more importance for Grimgor Ironhide, whose war not only went through Karak Ungor, but he used it as a stronghold during his war with Hellpit and as a base for his seasonal invasion of Kislev. Note that the actual site of the Battle of Butcher's Hill is also rather close to Ostland, and a case could be made to move Azhags there. That said, Ostland has a much stronger connection to other lords such as Zacharias the Everliving, who began his journey in the Forest of Shadows, and Loki Fellheart, who raided the province continually. The third and final province that is connected to Azhag is Ostermark, which is the site of Azhag's final battle that ended his war. The Battle of Osterwald was when the Crown of Nagash, angered at Azhag's lack of progress south, tried to gain control over Azhag during the war boss's duel with the Grandmaster of the Knights Panther, Werner von Kriegstad. The result is in that moment of mental confusion, the Grandmaster found an opening and slew Azhag, resulting in the end of Azhag and his war. Ostermark, like the other provinces, also has some good incentives as a starting province for Azhag. Not only does the province have early opportunities to fight the Empire and Kislev, but also the Greenskins and Dwarves as well, while at the same time being on the route of the Chaos Invasion. The biggest addition, however, is the inclusion of a new enemy, the Vampire Counts. Not only does this add a new type of battlefield to fight on, but it also provides a new challenge, as the Greenskins are infamously bad with morale, making the Vampire Counts a challenging start. That said, if the Vampire Counts gain a start in Nagashazar in the new Darklands expansion, then Blackrag would encounter them anyway. The northeastern portion of the Empire would definitely benefit from new lords though, rather than being vacant like it is at the moment. However, Ostermark has much better options with factions due to the presence of Mordheim. Mostly due to the warbands of Mordheim, most factions in Warhammer have opportunities to start there, and since there are already Greenskins in the area, this province would likely be better served with a different race, such as the Skaven, which don't have that much presence near the Empire. Personally, I think that Troll Country or Novan Oblast would be the best choice, as there aren't many other Greenskins in the area, and there aren't that many legendary lords in general that have a reason to start that far north, with the area only really currently being inhabited by Wulfric. It also means that when Helpet and Clan Moulder entered the game, they have more competition to stop a potential steamroll. With that said though, this sadly brings us to the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. I know it's been a while since my last video. The main reason is that I've been waiting for the next large update to get more evidence for my theories and find more hints. I have created a new Discord for all my channels, which is linked below, so if you want to see what I'm up to or just have a chat in general, please join there. Again, thanks for watching and I hope to see you soon.